ain't done this in a long time, fellas, but I figured real quick, I wanted to show everybody the banner here because 3D really hooked me up when I turned the radio off because, you know, YouTube will flag me for copyright issues. I was going to do this on Instagram, and then I was like, nah, we need to get this thing back in focus. And then I decided, you know what, we'll go ahead and get the focus back in focus, please. There we go. And I decided, you know what, we'll go ahead and do this real quick and show, 3D Car Care. Hey, we're with you guys. I've got 3D Car Care's banner that they sent me about a week or so ago with the 3D One hybrid polishing compound. It is up. I just wanted to show everybody real quick. I just got home from work. I decided to go ahead and hang it up there on the wall, show it off to everybody and say, thank you so much 3D Car Care for hooking me up. I'm actually going to be testing out their 3D stuff probably on this. I got to deal with the focus. I don't know why it's auto-focusing is so bad. Probably doing on GTR, even though GTR is pretty good condition, guys. I'm not going to lie. I really take care of my cars. It might have a couple swirls here and there, but it's not in that terrible of condition. I've really been debating going ahead and renting the vehicle from like Enterprise or anything, like that, just a rental car, so I know they're not going to be in the best shape, and then going ahead and actually trying it out. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. I'll rent something for the weekend, a little hybrid, just a little economy beater car, and then actually test the hybrid on it. But I really want to come out here and say thank you so much 3D Car Care for sponsoring me and let me have the chance. I mean, they don't pay me or anything, but letting me have the chance to test out your products, and I really do appreciate that. It really does mean a lot to me. So of course, you've got to go up on the wall of fame with all the other companies up here, and I just got to spend, want to spend 2 minutes to say, you know what, I'm a thankful YouTuber. I'm not out here demanding that I get paid for videos. I hear about that. People demand I want $5,000 or $10,000 a video. Dude, I'm just happy to what I'm doing, and I'm blessed by every one of my subscribers. You guys just got to see, we just hit 25,000 subscribers this week. I am very blessed to have you guys here. 2 thumbs up all around from me. It's a personal thank you so much achievement. And I really want to take the time and just say, I appreciate it, guys. And of course, I appreciate 3D Car Care. And I don't know how long I'll do this, a little bit of a quick live stream for you. Oh, sorry about that. I just bumped the camera. I'm trying to switch hands here and let you guys, get to say, hey, what's up, guys? And stuff like that. Let me turn the fan on. It's actually pretty hot and humid here still in Florida. We're still well in the 90s here, so I've got to turn the fan on just to do it. So I'll let you guys see what's going to be. So today I was going to do the brand new Wax Shops product for you guys so that you guys can see it. You know what? We should turn on the neon light here while I'm here. But I went to go ahead and try that Wax Shop, the cherry foam that I was going to put out for tomorrow. Pouring rain again today. Pouring rain. Couldn't do anything about it. Everything's soaking wet. So sorry about that, guys. This is why I do not do live streams in the garage anymore. This is why I refuse to do it. I have full bars that keep saying reconnecting. This is why I refuse to do it, and I only do it upstairs now, and I don't do this in the garage anymore. Unless I get it somehow hardwired in here where I can set up a good a little video camera for you guys or something, which I'm thinking about doing. I might do it, but this is why, because it literally keeps dropping on me nonstop, and I'm not here to waste my time. I'm not here to waste your time and go through the hoops, so I do apologize, guys. But yeah, it's just the internet here. It just goes in and out constantly when it's Wi-Fi, so I just disconnected the Wi-Fi. So now we're just running on Verizon towers, and exactly what happens here. Your camera is mirrored. What I miss Verizon's okay. It's just spotty. Remember, I'm in the garage. The actual that router and everything's upstairs, like at an angle that way. That's exactly where my computers and stuff are. It's where the big router is. So you're between all the walls. And we got in Florida, especially here in Central Florida. The outsides of the walls of the house are all cinder block concrete, so it really messes up the signal a lot. Obviously, you want to make it to last, especially in hurricanes and stuff like that. So kind of messes up the signal and stuff, unless I had some kind of like extra router out here. But I just want to let you guys know what's going on. But you know what? I came to say thank you so much for you guys. I know we got 28 people online. Let me try and catch up with some of your messages and see what actually happened, see what everybody wrote. I think I picked up a bad sign of Black Magic Tire Wet. There's so many other ones. Like right now on here, I'm actually doing a test. We're doing a longevity test. I will let you know. I'm using Meguiar's Ultimate Tire Gel, or not the Ultimate. You guys know what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me show it to you. It's the purple one that's been out forever and a day. Let me try and dig it out of here for you guys. Damn it, where did I put it? This is embarrassing because I've got too much crap, and I know, but you guys know about like the Ultimate Tire Shine Gel. That's what's on there right now. We're doing a little bit of a test. I've driven it 3 days to work to week this work, and we're gonna see what happens on it. So that's basically what's been going on. Let's see what else got down here. Yeah, dude, 25,000 subscribers. Dave, thanks so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. I will be doing something, like I said, live stream. The main live stream will be Limitless Car Care, of course, hooked us up. Limitless is right there. They hooked us up with some free shipping to one of the subscribers who won last Saturday night, or last Sunday night's live stream. I tried to pay him for him, and I'm like, hey, how much do I owe you? Just tell me, and I'll pay you. And I said, give me your PayPal information. He said, no, dude, this is on me. I'm going to hook you up with free stuff. I want to, get the name out there, and thank you so much. So, Limitless Car Care, a stellar product, a stellar company. I told you guys it's amazing car wash, and dude, he just backed it up. He just said, no, dude, this one's on me. I'm paying for it. So 2 thumbs up to Limitless and stuff like that. So that's really cool. What else do we got in here? What's up? I see you guys coming in here. Doing pretty good. Let me see what you guys are writing here. Switch to AT&T. No, I get a discount through my job. There's Pointless. I've been with Verizon since it was... I had Alltel. Alltel was bought out by Verizon, and it worked fine. Everything's fine, like call quality. It's just that the live stream with YouTube always drops. It's never the best quality. So even on Wi-Fi, it's kind of spotty sometimes. That's why I like the hardwired version. Aaron, I like using the multi-bucket thing. I don't really worry about the multiple mitt thing. I just rather have multi-bucket. Honestly, buckets are cheaper, let's face it. Mitts are, $5, $6, $7. Buckets are dirt cheap. As a matter of fact, look at how many I have. So I've got all these buckets stacked up, and there's stacks of them. I have buckets there, buckets there, buckets there. I've got a brand new Turtle Wax bucket right there. Turtle Wax sent me a bunch of stuff recently to have fun with and try out. And look what they sent me. Hold on. So it's actually really cool because it actually has the Turtle Wax thing on it. So big shout out to Turtle Wax. They hooked me up with all this stuff. So 2 thumbs up there. And but I have buckets everywhere. Buckets are half the time you go to Pet Boys or whatever, and as long as you spend more than $25, give you a free bucket. And it's like, yeah, no, I'll just stick with the 2 bucket method, because literally on really dirty cars you can see it on the bottom underneath the grit guard when you move it out how nasty it is. So I'll just stick with the 2 bucket method for myself because I see the results when it's under there. What's up, Adam? How you doing, guys? How you doing? I don't need too much Russ Mint. How is the Toyota Sienna doing? Reliable, very reliable. 1, it's a Toyota for 1, so you're not going to have any issues with it. But 2, it has 35,500 miles on it. We just took it in on Monday for its typical 35,000 mile checkup, and they told us, we just need the cabin air filter change, which I already bought one. I just got to pop it in there, and in the next couple thousand miles, we probably need to buy all new tires, because I think their tires are only rated for like 40,000 from the OEM tires. So, no big deal. But I mean, she drives it every day. Literally, it's all the way into Orlando downtown, all the way home to Kissimmee every day. We use it all the weekends. We use it on the trips, everything. She puts so many miles. Literally, think about it, guys. This is her only vehicle, so she's put 5,500 miles on it. We bought the minivan 5 days before we bought the GTR. 5 days. I've put 3,600 miles on that in a little over a year and a half. She's put 35,500 miles on that. Now, granted, I understand I've got multiple motorcycles, I got multiple cars, it's just the way it goes. And she has to drive further to work than I do. And on the weekend, we always use the minivan as a family get-together, that kind of thing. Going to Orlando next for Halloween Horror Nights from Fort Myers. All right, Adam, sweet. I heard it's been really packed. I'm on the Universal Facebook page, and I heard that everybody's saying how crazy it is. Some days it's a couple hour wait per house. But we have the Premier Pass, which gets us in for free on certain days of the year for one time. We did it last year, and it was really, really cool. I don't know if I'd wait for hours, though. Like this weekend, this Sunday, we're going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which is awesome. I think now that's totally worth it. But the lines aren't like that. They only limit how many people are allowed in there. So I don't know. I mean, it's up to you what you want to do, buddy. But just understand it was just swamped from what I've seen in the pictures. We're talking about hours and hours and hours for each house. And I'm like, no way. What's up, Jacob? Pool Panda, $3. I'm telling you, I've got Home Depot buckets, obviously. No big deal. There's stacks behind some of these trash cans. I keep getting them. And, of course, many companies send me products. And that's what they do. They just put all their products in the bucket, and then they send it down to me via, whatever shipping company they use, whether it's FedEx, UPS, I've had it to come through post office, whatever. And that's many times the way they've actually sent it to me. What else is everybody saying? Did you miss anything? No, not too much. Just saying thank you so much for 3D Car Care hooking me up. I just put the ladder. I just put it up there, the banner, that when they sent me their products to try out. 3D has been so super nice. I think the person's name is Sheridan up there, or out there in California, and they hooked me up with this amazing banner. It's like 7.5 feet long, so it's pretty wide. You guys don't. It might not look that wide in the video, but it is. I measured it out, 7.5 feet wide. It's freaking massive. So of course I put it over there because there was really no more room for any big banners up here on this wall. So I was like, it's time to start heading to this wall. And this is the same wall that the neon sign is on. So just giving you an idea where it's at. I always heard about Nissan having a problem with their CVT transmission. I wouldn't trust the Nissan car except the GTR. GTR had zero problems with. It's solid as a rock. No issues with it whatsoever. Then again, the GTR's transmission is built to be really like beefy, obviously to handle that much power. So I wouldn't worry about it with the GTR if you were interested in buying one in the future. The Z car, the only problem that everybody had when I had the 370Z that everybody still had was the clutch, something with the clutch, the slave cylinder or whatever would go bad. Go in focus, please, Jesus. Go in focus. And anyways, the slave cylinder would always go bad in the 370Z. Always. Nothing but problems. And for the early Zs, like mine was in 2009 when they first came out, the lock, the security lock, when you press it to start and it would lock the steering wheel, that would actually break on some cars and they would have to tow them into the Nissan. And they realized that it was a problem and they started replacing everybody's for free. I got the, what is it called, recall, and I just went up to Nissan and they popped it in. It took like 30 minutes. So they replaced the steering lock on it so it wouldn't lock. It never locked on me, but many 2009, 2010 370Zs had the steering lock problem where they would try and go somewhere and the wheel would just go click and they were done. They weren't going anywhere, so they'd have to get towed into Nissan. And these poor guys were paying over $1,000 to replace that. Well, Nissan finally had a class action lawsuit against them and then they actually took care of it. So it's pretty sad that you have to do that, but then they changed it out from the late 2010 on. They'd have a different one. Hey Chad, just stopped by to say what's up, and I got a new product that will likely PM you tomorrow. Okay, Sean, that's good to hear, man. You can talk to me anytime you want. I like talking to you guys. As a matter of fact, while I'm saying this right now, there is somebody from a company called Max Shine. Has anybody heard of Max Shine? They are writing me, asking me, will I try their products? I've never heard of the company. They said they're trying to get the word out. I don't know if they're a European company. The guy's name was very Russian. Whether he's maybe like Ukrainian or something like that, I don't know, but he sounded very Russian, and he said they're trying to get their word out here. So he said, would you try our stuff? So I said, I'm trying to find out more information. I just got the message of it earlier, so we'll see what happens. Some people on YouTube would say the hood of the GTR would come up at high speed, blocking your view. Why would the hell would it come up? There's people that literally race these things nonstop every weekend, and I've never, ever heard of the hood coming up on any car, on any GTR. I've never, ever heard of that. I'm in the GTR club, Central Florida GTR club. I think there's just over 100 of us now. You had to literally prove you had the GTR before they would let you in the club. I've never heard of anybody, and a lot of those guys race their cars. South Florida GTR clubs, they have a really big one down there, like 200 cars, and I've never heard of anybody having their hood pop up, and they race all the time. That's just weird. I've never heard of that, buddy. The only problem with the Z is it's kind of outdated, but I didn't mean their electronic clap. Oh, no, the Z has been solid as a rock. Other than that, I don't hear people having any problems with the Z. They've all had just solid cars. You don't hear of people, I'm still in those forums and those Facebook groups of the 370Z, and you don't hear people bitching or complaining that it's a bad car. It's mostly, like you said, it's old design. Now, Nissan has 100% guaranteed that at the Tokyo Auto Show this October, or is it November? I think it's October. They will show the new Z. It's going to be like a 400Z or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it's going to be called. Anyways, it's going to be the brand new Z is coming out. It'll probably be released sometime next year, but it is going to be at the Tokyo Auto Show. They have came out and officially announced that it will be out. So that's good. I mean, 10 years later and they're still making the exact same car and they only changed the bumper over 10 years is kind of, yeah, that's kind of bad, you know. I mean, it's a great solid car. It's going to look sexy 30 years from now. It has amazing curves, very sexy looking, very aggressive, but 10 years is a little long. MaxShine makes a good affordable DAs and detailing channels. Have talked about them. Oh, okay. Yeah, they mentioned about a DA polisher as well as sending me some of their correcting products. So I don't know, JJ. I appreciate the info. Again, I've never heard of some of the companies that you guys talk about. Other companies I have. And this is just one of the guys that reached out to me. I forgot the guy's name. He just sent me a link. Please don't bag your GTR. Why the hell would I do that? I'm going to leave my GTR stock. I'm not a 10-year-old kid. I'm not looking to put tilty wheels on my cars. I don't care about that stuff. It's going to be straight stock, other than maybe just like some bolt-on stuff later on. I literally only owe $19,000 left on the GTR. I've paid off what have I paid off? Like $27,000 on this car, $26,000 in a year and a half. I've paid it off already. So all I want to do now is get it out of debt. Then I want to spend like 3 or 4 grand or whatever it takes on the Prelude. I really want to get the Prelude completely back to a mint original, even if I have to leave it at a proper paint body shop for a month. I want it completely back to stock, where there's no rust, brand new paint job, the new window seals are all redone, that kind of stuff, basic stuff. I want that done to the Prelude. And then I'll probably be buying some kind of 4-door car next year. So stay tuned. That'll probably be next fall, though. Not right now. Yeah, dude, I pay way extra, way more than I need, guys. My payment is $736 a month. For the last, I think, 3 or 4 months, I've paid $2,000 a month on this car. And so, like, I don't know payments for a very long time, but that doesn't matter. I always pay extra. So what the bank tells me I'm supposed to do is just, pay it straight towards principal. So now I just go into the bank and I say, hey, guys, I will have all this money. I want to pay it straight towards principal. So that way it knocks down the money really quick. So, I mean, I'm already getting letters in the mail saying I've been pre-approved for a $50,000 auto loan. And I'm like, hell no, I'm not getting back into the big payments again. So it's pretty funny because my credit is stellar and because I pay extra on stuff. Save the Honda for Nathan that will run. The Honda's going to last forever. I don't know what's going on with the white car. I'm going to contact the guy and be like, look, it's time to get the thing fixed or we're going to put it up for sale. I don't care anymore about the white car. It's time to just stop dumping money into it. I haven't driven it in about a year now, almost a year. I haven't driven that car. He showed that it runs, but I stopped hearing from the guy, and he just said he was waiting on somebody to hook him up with an ECU, and I'm just like, dude, let's just go buy one offline. I don't really care anymore. I just spend the $80, get him an ECU, and be like, here, fix the rest of it, because I'm at that point now. I just don't care about the white car, and I'd rather just go ahead and sell it, because I'm paying insurance on it, every month. I just had to pay my my sticker for the rear end of the car, the license plate sticker. I think that was like $160 for 2 years. I'm just throwing money at a car that I don't even use anymore, and I honestly don't even have. It's over there just outside of Tampa, Florida. I appreciate it, Jake. It's a little bit messy. It's actually really messy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't try and keep it the cleanest, but whoever gets to see it's rare. That anybody actually sees it. That way, I know where everything is. I just go get it. So the old white blade, because I'm not too worried that it's too old. It's just that I haven't had it forever, and I just don't care anymore. And just like whatever. It's just no big deal. Where is the beer? There's a couple beers. I think inside the walk-in, there's a little drop-down area by the pool, and there's a refrigerator there, and that's where I keep some stuff out there. So we'll see what happens. But right now, I mean, the way I see it is probably next fall I'm going to buy a 4-door car, and it's looking more and more like a Civic Type R, unless, of course, Honda comes out with that an Accord Type R. But right now, the way it sits is that I'll bring buying a Civic Type R probably next fall, maybe like a 2019, 2020 model, somewhere around there. Because from what I've seen, they're already, I'm on the Civic, the Civic, forums and stuff like that, and they're already showing that for the 2019 models, they're going to offer a low wing version, not the giant wing version, as well as get rid of those fake plastic vents on the front and the rear of the Civic Type R. Make it just straight like body color paint instead of having those fake honeycomb grills that aren't even real. They're actually talking about getting rid of those and upping the horsepower to 320. So that'll make it look a little bit better. Maybe not some boy racers, what they like to call it, a little childish racer kind of thing for it. And that might increase sales even more, which are already through the roof on those things anyways. But that would be a great solid car, great resale value because it's a Type R, they're rare, and a great little 4-door car for me and my son. Accords are great cars. They are really good cars. I like the new ones. I think they look very sexy, and I think a bigger horsepower V6 engine, turbocharged, would be amazing in that car. I think just a small wing on the back of it, just a nice clean body kit on it, and maybe some new wheels and suspension, and obviously the interior is all it would take. And that would be a nice, really nice, fast 4-door sedan that would look really good and mature. You don't want a giant Type R wing on a Honda Accord. Just a nice, like the GTR. The GTR one is only, what is that? I don't know here. What is that, like a hand high? Let's look. A little bit more than hand high. So you don't really need a lot, and I think that's all the Accord really needs. And it would be a great 4-door sedan for the family. Something rare, something fun for the sporty person, me. Put the manual transmission in, which we already know they offer in the Accord. Put the V6 from the Odyssey, the Ridgeline, and the Pilot in there. Maybe turbocharge it to 360, 370 horsepower. So you kind of have like a Kia Stinger vibe going on there. And then just the light body kit, some major stuff, and you're done. I mean, most of that stuff they already make. They just need to implement it. You know what I mean? That's all I would love to see out of them. Yeah, I like the way the Civic Type R looks. The Civic Type R is going to be all personal, what you guys think about it. You know what I mean? It's all going to be what Joe Blow thinks about it. Some people say, well, they don't like the GTR. God, get in focus. Dear God, this thing is terrible. It's like always out of focus. It's driving me nuts. But some people might not like the GTR. I like the GTR. I think it has a unique look. If you see it from the back end, you know it's a GTR a mile away. You can see it, you can tell it, and I love it. A manual V6 sounds awesome. The funny thing is, Honda's getting dogged for not putting the V6 back in the Accord. They're getting straight dogged for it, and they think that's hurting the sales as well. Even though it's actually faster than the V6 Camry, the Camry and everybody else, the Mazdans and stuff, still make a V6. Same as the Maximas and what they still make it, so Honda's got to get back up, and I think we're going to see that at the refresh. I think you're going to see that gone. I think you're going to see some of the chrome trim gone, as well as the taillights redid. I think the taillights are going to be the big thing, as well as adding a V6. And I think the refresh would be a really good time for Honda to bring out the Type R. And again, they already make the V6. Everybody knows it. They already make a manual transmission in the current Accord. They don't have to change the wheel, suspension, add different interior, cloth interior, different like the whatever sporty interior, and then just throw on a cheaper, nice little body kit. Not ridiculous, just a smaller wing on it, and Type R it up, and you're good to go. And I think it'll sell like hotcakes for us, the guys that are in our 30s now, that maybe are parents and that want the extra room, you know, but we still want to have a little bit of fun. Take us to the pool. Not right now, man. It's really dark right now. You don't know how to drive manual? One, we're gonna have to talk about this one. I don't know if you're a man anymore, son. I thought I was dealing with a true car aficionado. But this is a person who doesn't know how to drive stick one. I'm sorry, one. I'm sorry, one. We're going to have to go ahead and ban you from this channel. Man that can't drive stick shift. Jeez Louise. Stock 4-Pinto EGTRs. Oh, I'm sure they do, Jeffrey. I'm sure they do. Honda should make a V8. I think they have in the past, but I don't know. What's up, Andy? How you doing, buddy? I think Aaron is drunk. I am a true car enthusiast. Hi. Say hi. Say hi. Nathan, get in focus. He's waving to guys. He's waving. Hi. There you go. Yeah, my son's, you know, he stays with me because we sleep in the morning. So hopefully what's going on is, I will also tell you that this Saturday's video will be a complete, like a full-length 12 or 13-minute video of actually detailing the motorcycle, okay? I actually used the Grom because the Grom was in such crappy, dirty condition. I had been like taking this off-road in the grass and the dirt and everything. There was mud just caked all on the back side of it. It was crazy. So I went ahead and made a full-length video of how to detail the motorcycle. I had so many comments asking people, would I please make it, that I finally said, you know what? The motorcycle is so filthy, why not do it? And so I used only Masterson's car care. We went from literally bringing out the pressure washer here. So I brought the pressure washer out. Then I used the foam cannon. Then I used the 2-bucket method washing it. Then I came back with, I showed the drying method using some detailer, his Masterson's detailer. Then I came back and actually used Masterson's shield sealant. And then I added Masterson's Carnauba on top of it. I mean, the car is beautiful. It is so soft to the touch. Even my son touches and goes, ooh, because it's so nice. So I don't know if any of you guys have motorcycles, but I have so many people asking me, would I make a video? So I finally broke down. I finally did. The car is just beautiful, so we'll see. If you ever get a muscle car, it will be manual. My number one car, if I had to get a muscle car, would be a Camaro. I like Camaro, looks so much better. And then I'll go from there. What are you doing with that top secret turtle wax bottle? Don't show anybody. Don't show anybody the top secret bottle. No. No. Don't show anybody that top secret bottle. Nathan, we can't tell our subscribers about these kind of things. They barely put manuals. Yeah, that's because so many, like the automatics are so much faster at shifting than a manual. That's why. You're going to do a Foam Friday video. I was going to do one today. What happened, Adam, is it started pouring here in Florida today, as it usually does in the summer. And I didn't get any out there. As soon as I woke up, I looked outside. I'm like, dude, really? And it was complete rain down. I'm like, wow, dude. So I literally laid back down because I was like, there's no point for me to get up. Why? Who gives a crap? And that's what happened. So I'm going to try and get it out tomorrow, trying to actually record it tomorrow, and then actually maybe upload it tomorrow as a late video, but we'll see. But yeah, the Grom is looking stellar right now. This thing is so slick to the touch. It's ridiculous because it has a layer of sealant on there, plus a layer of the Carnauba wax. This is all Masterson's products I used on there, and the bike looks beautiful. I show step by step how I do it and go through the tools I use and stuff. Motorcycles aren't too bad as long as you have the right tools. I use the wheel brush, obviously get between all the spokes, but I use the horsehair brushes to get between like the heat sink fins around the engine. That's exactly what I used in the hard to reach areas around the engine. That's what I used, Dalton. I highly recommend it. You can easily get in the spots. I'll show you what I used really quick, buddy. So this is what I use to get between the hard spots around the engine bay and stuff like that. And then of course for around the spokes of the actual motorcycle wheel, I use my Daytona speed brush, because you know these are really soft, you bend them and stuff like that. So it worked out really good. It's going to be about, I think it's like a 12 or 14 minute video. Of course I put timestamps where everything is, but I have so many people keep asking me, would you make a detailed video on a motorcycle? I was like, no, okay, I'll finally do it. Because normally I don't keep motorcycle stuff on the YouTube channel, but when I have enough requests for something, I'll go ahead and do it anyway. So I don't know how the views are going to be on it. We'll see. We'll just see how it goes, you know what I mean? But at least, hey, I finally got around to doing it. Makes sense. It hasn't stopped raining here in Southwest Florida. Dude, that's all it does here, buddy, every single day. You run into the people that are coming here to Disney, and I'm like, you better be prepared. By 1 p.m., it's going to be pouring rain here until about 3 or 4. So you better bring ponchos, and that's what it goes. I tried doing paint correction on it. It was possible with my 6-inch. You could probably get the 3-inch. Get a 3-inch backing plate or something like that. Wish your neighbor allow you to put car cover and video in the rain. You can't do anything like that here, Aaron. As a matter of fact, we got a write-up that we needed to have all our big palm trees cut back, like all the dead palm fronds. There's a palm tree right here in the front corner of the house. You guys can't see it on video, but at the top, it's dead. The top end fell off because it just died. It had a disease. They want us to cut that down. Those are like $400 or $500 to cut down and haul off. We have some big of these. They call them pepper trees or whatever. They're just basically an invasive species, and they've kind of taken over around the back of my house, and we got a letter that we need to have all those cut back. So we're going to end up spending like $700, $800 to clean up our house, all our trees around the house and stuff like that, because good old HOA. So welcome to living in HOA world. Sorry if it's super laggy. This is exactly why I do not do them out in the garage anymore. I hope you understand that, guys. Please understand it. I was only doing it just basically show off 3D car care. But I do apologize, but this is exactly why I do not do them in the garage. It's absolutely pointless. Signals is terrible in the garage. I'll drop the network constantly, and it's just not worth me doing it. That's why I refuse to do it in the garage anymore. It's just trash out here. Move to a different neighborhood. We are looking to move to a different neighborhood in the next probably about 2 years there, Aaron. We're looking to move to like the rich side of Orlando. It's called Windermere. Winter Garden, they're right next to each other. Windermere is where the really rich people in Orlando live. Winter Garden is kind of like a surrounding neighborhoods around it. And it's still nice, but it's not like ridiculous nice, you know what I mean? But that's where we're looking to move to. It's really fancy, really classy. All the schools there are like a 10 out of 10. They're A-rated schools. The traffic moves along really fast, unlike Kissimmee. People don't drive slow there. It's just, there's everything to do there. Every nice store is there. Every nice restaurant is there. It's just way better than here. Yeah, I can't do that here. I can't do that here. We're not allowed to. And another thing I want when we're talking about a new house, we're either talking about building a house or buying a used house. Obviously, we'll see what happens. Like this house obviously was used. We didn't build this house. But for the next house, I want a 4-door car garage, a 4-car garage, whether it's built on, or when we were looking at houses here, it was two in the front, and you could put, so basically the garage was, imagine this wall being extended outward like another 15 feet. So you could put 1 car here and then 1 car in the front, and that's the way they did a 4-car garage. It was really cool. Nathan, open the door, leave it open. Leave the door open. He goes and slams the door, and then he can't get back out again. I'm like, dude, really? So, this is dad life, guys. This is dad life. Don't use a wrench that comes out with hi-fi range extender. Again, I don't really like doing it in the garage anymore. It's really warm out here. It's actually pretty hot and humid. During the winter, it's fine, but dude, it's 95 degrees here with high humidity every single day here in Florida. And I just don't want to come out here too much, especially in the summer. I'm gonna sit down on my Grom for a while. Have you tried doing your own oil change motorcycle? Yes, I have, Aaron. I've already done it. It's on my YouTube video. Stop pulling on that. I've already done it. It's on my Nick's Riding channel, and I go from there. What are you doing? He's like, I'm on the Grom. He's literally yanking on the actual wheels like this, and he was yanking on the clutch and stuff. Can you please stop? Please stop. Thank you. I got an idea for you to get a house in the country so you can get a barn. Well, that's what we were looking at. We were looking at Winter Garden to buy a lot, like a couple acres lot over there in Winter Garden, just on the other side of Windermere, and building a home. But people are asking for like acreage now, like $300,000 for like 6 and 7 acres, which would be totally fine. But they're asking way more than the land is worth, and so we're gonna see what happens as the time gets closer. But you're right about that. What I really want to do, what we were talking about doing, is essentially copying this house, making it identical. Please, no. Don't come out here and make a bunch of noise. And basically, we're going to copy this house, but we're going to extend the garage that way, towards that wall, and add another 2-door cars. So that way I'd have 4 cars in here. And then above us, having a game room up here. So having a giant like game room, movie room up here, so that I could be as loud as I want. No, Nathan, no. 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 He wants me to pulling out the bubble mower and everything, and I don't want to do that because we're closed in. Usually park in the garage. Recently, my girlfriend moved in the neighborhood. Is this a good destroy my car? What? Is it going to destroy my car if I have a good wax sealant? Why would a sprinkler system destroy your car? The only thing that we ever get in ours, when the sprinklers come on, they're used from like the well water and stuff. It actually throws spots all over the van. It's like the van will be completely covered in spots. Stop! He keeps shutting the door and driving me up the wall. It goes in, goes out, goes in, goes out. Imagine you washing your cars indoor. That would be really nice. That's why I have the door open to the laundry room right now, because of course the laundry room's air conditioned, so all the air conditioning from there is flowing in here. But my son keeps going in and out, in and out. Go and focus. It keeps going in and out all day long, so it's really starting to drive me nuts. I'm like, leave the damn door open. And he just comes in, comes out, and he whines and screams, and here, take this. And I'm just like, stop. Just stop for a while. 40 acres, $10,000 to $20,000, but nobody wants to be in Nevada. That's the problem, and it's a desert. There's nobody wants to be out there. That's why it's so cheap. Don't get me wrong. We've looked at, I've looked at a little bit of houses in Montana and stuff, and Montana land is dirt cheap as well. I think for an acre is $500 an acre in Montana. That's not really a lot of money. It's dirt cheap or here, especially because Winter Garden is right next to Windermere, which is the rich area. It's blowing up over there. You're only about, from the back gate at Disney World, from that area, Winter Garden is 9 minutes away. 9 minutes drive. From the back of Winter, where it says welcome to Disney World, going in the back entrance of Disney property, to Winter Garden, where we'd be buying the land, it would be 9-minute drive. So prices are skyrocketing over there as well. I usually, my stuff washes right off whenever we have to wash our van. Get in focus. Geez, God. There. And I don't really have any issues with that at all. Right off because the van gets nailed with a sprinkler system all the time, and it just washes right off. Nevada is, I've been out there before for Las Vegas and stuff, and it's not really that bad for me. It's I thought it was a dry heat, so it was really nice. Opposed to here, what's 95 degrees every day here right now, plus like you'll have 80%, 90% humidity. It sucks here. You know, I know, Juan, you're down there in Puerto Rico, and I've been to Puerto Rico before on the cruises, and you know, Puerto Rico has that nice breeze all day long and stuff. It's hotter in Florida than it is down there, and it's the island lifestyle. You know, you get that nice breeze and stuff. We don't really get that. You get that a little bit here, like a rainy day or something like that when it's going to rain, but that's about it. Yeah, $500 an acre is all it costs out there in Montana. It's dirt cheap. Nobody wants to live in Montana. I don't even know if Montana has 1 million people in the whole state yet. And here, the greater Orlando area has 2 million plus people here, and it keeps expanding. There's a ton of middle class here in Florida. Almost most of the Orlando area is middle class. There's only a little bit of rich area in Orlando. I mean, just like every other place, middle class I think goes up to what, $100 and something thousand a year, or $200,000 a year is still considered middle class of some sort. Whether it's middle class, upper middle class, but yeah, I mean that's what most of Orlando is middle class. You do have your poor sections of town, and then you have your very rich sections of town. But you know, the very rich sections of town are far and few between. North side of town, there's a little town called Heathrow. Heathrow is very rich. You got a lot of your Magic basketball players live out there. Very, very rich. It's probably about 25 minutes from Orlando, maybe 30 minutes with traffic or more. Then obviously Windermere is where we're looking to move. That's a very rich area. There's It's a private neighborhood in there called Islesworth, and you guys can look it up. I talk about it all the time. That's where Shaq owns his home. It's up for sale. That's where Tiger Woods lived. That's where Bubba Watson, the golfer, lived. You got a lot of executives living there. These homes are monsters, guys. We're talking 10, 15,000 square foot homes. That's Islesworth. It's a ridiculously high-end neighborhood in Windermere. There's also really rich areas just on the other side of the airport on this side that's called Lake Nona. Lake Nona is a new area blowing up. It's right outside the airport, and they have a Lake Nona Golf Country Club. That area is like, we're talking the 8,000-9,000 square foot houses as well, and they're multi-million dollars. So there is a few really rich areas of Orlando, and then, but for the most part, everybody's middle class here. Dalton, I got your message. You don't have to worry about sending me stuff. I like California, sunny all year round. You're killing me, buddy. It just keeps buzzing on my thing. Whoa. There's ones. There's more than one here. One. Live in California, sunny year all around. No snow, plenty of things to do. Well, there's snow up in the mountains though in California, so you can't really say there's no snow in California. Yeah, it's really hot here in the summer. Throw Nathan in one of your buckets. He's actually gotten the bucket before. I filled it up with water, and he likes to stand in the water like it's like a pool or something like that. I don't know. It's really weird. We live in LA. Yeah, that's the difference. But if you go out in the mountains, out there, towards Big Bear and stuff like that, in Lake Tahoe, you will get some snow up in the mountains. So, that's just the way it goes. Where Florida, it doesn't really matter where you go. Unless you have a freakishly cold winter, you're never going to see snow. I've seen it snow twice in my entire life in Florida. Twice my entire life. It snowed one time in Pensacola. We got like 2 inches of snow when I was in Pensacola. And then it snowed once in Jacksonville, Florida when I was over there, which is, straight across to the panhandle from the panhandle. Just go straight across to the East Coast. And that's where Jacksonville is, right up on the North Florida, Georgia line. So that's the only 2 times I've ever seen it snow in Florida, but not like up north where people get feet and feet of snow. It's nothing like that. Would you live in Arizona? I don't think so. I mean, again, I don't like the desert atmosphere. It's kind of nice to go see once in a while, but it's just not for me. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own things what they like. Me personally, I'm getting older now. I want a small house in the mountains, like the Rocky Mountains, where I see the Rockies. I want to see the snow. I want to see like the pretty forests and stuff. So that's why I'm looking at like Montana, Colorado, stuff like that, where I can see that stuff every single day and have the different seasons and stuff like that. And if I want to go skiing with my son, I can. My wife's not into that kind of stuff at all. She could care less about doing anything really. She's a major couch potato. And but I could do all that stuff, and that I think that would be a lot of fun for me. We'll see what happens though. We've probably got plenty of years on that, but that's why I don't want to buy another expensive car. Those days are over. I'm gonna probably, like I said, buying the Civic Type R would probably be like $34,000 for a brand new one. And I'm willing to travel out of state in order to buy one, because in Florida, getting one for MSRP is basically pointless. You're never gonna find it. But out of state now, you're starting to see them in the Midwest for MSRP, and that's probably what I'd go ahead and buy. Do you like 20-degree weather? Not so much, because in Florida, because we have humidity, it makes it feel much wetter and colder. The exact same reason it makes it feel hotter when the summer, when it's hot here with humidity, it's the exact opposite in the cold weather, because of humidity. It makes you feel a lot colder than what it really is. I've been up to Illinois, I've been in skiing a lot, I've been into upstate New York, I've been in Canada and stuff like that. I've been in Germany and England and Ireland. I've been all over up north where they get a lot of weather, and I've been in a lot of snow, but it just doesn't affect me like it does. When it gets 20s in Florida, you are freezing your ass off. My grandma, born and raised in Illinois, 1920, still alive, 1920. She comes down here and she thinks it's freezing down here, and she's born and raised in Illinois. And a lot of people move down here and they're like, holy crap, it's so cold. And it's just what happens. So I'm not really. Colorado would be probably fine. Colorado is nice. I heard Colorado is getting expensive. We'll see what happens. We're supposed to be flying out there around like next May or next June is what we're talking. We're going to fly into Denver, rent a car, and then we're going to visit her doctor friends that where she went to medical training with, and then got married and they moved out to Parker, Colorado, which is, I guess, is a suburb of Denver. And then we're going to take the trip north to like Yosemite and go see like, all that stuff, and then go up to Glacier National Park up in Montana near the Canadian border. So That's our plans for next summer. From what I saw, I looked it up, from Denver up to Glacier National Park is like 13 or 14 hours. So that's really not that bad of a drive, especially if you break it up into multiple days. Should have got to buy a 4-door sedan. I don't like Lexus cars. I think they're all ugly. They're boring as hell. Why don't you stay a month in Colorado, see if you like it or not? I think now it's going to come down to price and up to her as well, because let's face it, she's the main breadwinner. We've talked about it, but in the end, she has to like it more than anything else. And I've shown her the picture of some of the homes out there in Montana near Glacier National Park up in northern Montana. And she's just like, wow, that is so pretty. I'm like, I know, I told you. So we're going to go see. That's part of the reason we're going to go visit her friends for a couple of days, and then we're going to do the road trip north from there. But it's more of get a feel for how things are out there, if she's interested in this kind of stuff and whatnot. Because if it was her, she's such a couch potato and a homebody that she would never leave Florida. That would be her. But once she gets to travel and see stuff, so she really likes Alaska. We've been to Alaska twice on cruises, but Alaska is very expensive to live, and it's too far off the beaten path for us. We still want to be able to enjoy the normal stuff in life. Good night, guys. Good night. I understand everybody's going good. I just wanted to say hi to everybody and show everybody this stuff, so I totally understand. I'll probably get off here in about 5 minutes. I need to go take care of my son anyways, because my wife went to bed. But I wanted to update you with everything that was going on here, and just kind of keep you guys in the loop like I always do. I do the best I can for you guys, and of course, come to say, hey, thanks so much for 3D Car Care. And of course, we've now hit 25,000. I'm working to figure out how I'm going to do the big giveaway, so guys, stay tuned for that. I'm going to do, I don't know if I'm going to do two $50 prizes or like a $100 prize. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to take care of you guys because you guys take care of me so much, and we're going to go from there. So we'll see what happens. The Breakers, yeah. We were at the Breakers. My wife was at the Breakers last year. I actually got pulled over there at Palm Beach by the police in my blue Prelude, and didn't do anything wrong. He just saw the tint and was like, blah, 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 how they always are. So he let me go right away. There was no big deal for it. So he was pretty lenient. As soon as he saw the baby was right next to me in the front seat, and he was just like, oh, you have a good day. And I told him, I said, look, I'm just on my way now to meet my wife. She was doing her medical training, the updated class training they always hold at the Breakers. And that's where she was at last year. So that was pretty interesting. Yeah, 19,000 subs wasn't too long ago. It was earlier this year, but we've flown through this stuff really fast. I don't make a lot of BS videos. I don't make a lot of drama videos or, gotcha videos or that kind of trash drama stuff to make views. I don't do that stuff. I just make it when I want to make it, and if I have time, I'll make it out, knock it out for you. And if I don't have time, I do the best I can. But I just have fun doing what I do, and it's been a real blessing and a real trip so far. Any last minute questions before I go ahead and get off, because I do need to go ahead and take care of my son. I didn't mean to drag it out this long, but you know what? I don't mind. At least I got to hang out with you guys for a few minutes. If you guys have any last minute questions, let me know. If not, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here for tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to try and get up, and we'll be testing out that new wax shop foam stuff, and then we'll go from there. So I can get out a video for you guys. And then Saturday will be the entire detail of the Honda Grom. It looks really, really good right now. Really, you're going to see amazing transformation from before and after. It's amazing. Well, live stream will either be Saturday night or Monday night, because on Sunday night we're going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at Walt Disney World. It lasts until 2 o'clock in the morning, so I won't be around. So understand that. So that's why I'm going to do it either on Monday night or Saturday night. Like there, so many people will be like 5 minutes. Turns out longer. There we go. Later on, Alberto, I see you up in here. Yeah, any last minute questions? And I'm going to go ahead and dip. I'm getting out of the garage because it's warm out here, and I really don't want to be out. So just let me know, guys. Let me know. We'll see it. Going once, going twice, going 3D times. All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging in there with me. Thanks for swinging in for a little short live stream. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, we'll try and get the wash video out tomorrow. This Saturday is the full-on motorcycle detail video. And then we'll see what happens next week. I got a lot of products I need to get done. I might go rent a vehicle tomorrow from one of the car places up by the airport. We'll see something, and then just get a little tiny econo car and work on that this weekend and try out the 3D polish and all that stuff. So we'll see what happens, guys. But I really appreciate you stopping by for a few minutes. Thanks so much. Big shout out to 3D Car Care. Really do appreciate it. Add another huge wall of fame. I'll talk to you guys either Saturday night or Monday night. One of the two. We'll do the full-on regular live stream. Take care, guys. Love y'all.